Okay, so today's PL offer is building on phonics, advancing skills to inspire a love of reading and enhance provision. My name's Anna Maguire and I'm the phonics lead, ES Partnership School for Cwmffrwdoer Primary School. So today we are going to be, the aims of the PL is to look at the integration of phonics across the curriculum, fostering a love of reading, effective use of the enhanced provision. Going to look at observation and a little bit on planning and assessment and reflection. So introduction. So my name's Anna Maguire, as just said, and this today is all about you've successfully implemented a phonics scheme and your children are thriving in their reading journey, but what comes next? And there's lots of different schemes that I put on here for you. Sounds Right, Read Right Inc, Monster Phonics, Little Wonders, what we use, Jolly Phonics, but it's that next step. So the key is to embedding phonics into every aspect of learning, making those meaningful connections across the curriculum and fostering a genuine passion for reading. This professional learning opportunity will guide you through the next steps and offer you practical strategies to integrate phonics seamlessly, both indoors and outdoors, and hopefully further develop essential literacy skills. So this is based on my own personal journey at Cwmffrwdoer. It will show you real life examples of how to enrich phonics learning and deepen engagement, and get ready to take phonics beyond structured lessons and into everything you do, the heart of everything you do. So the first part is integrating, making those connections between reading and writing and other areas of the learning. And I'm going to talk to you about some effective ways to do that. So it's really ensuring that your environment encourages lots of links to phonics and writing and reading and spelling. So examples of this can be you can create a class postbox, you can send postcards to other classes, to their friends, have a class pet or a cuddly to talk to, a hook that often really works really effectively. Encourage children to apply their phonics when spelling and constructing sentences in their writing across every area of the curriculum. So being quite militant and non-negotiable, saying, right, have you used your phonics techniques to write this in an independent way? Lots of embedment of the phonics in subjects specific vocab. So using phonics strategies to help children decode tricky words. But this can be in science, this can be in geography, maths. Enhancing reading in all areas. So I'm really passionate about this, providing books related to all sorts of topics that you're doing, maybe in history, art, music, just to broaden their learning while reinforcing phonics skills. Outdoor opportunities, using phonics games, scavenger hunts, or storytelling outside to make learning engaging in different environments. So integrating it, developing comprehensive thematic links. So with rich texts for the wider curriculum of themes, reading, so it's seen beyond just literacy lessons. So My Name Is Not Refugee could be something that you've done with the Right to Respect in school, or the Bog Baby could be something that you do for science and habitats. You know, encouraging speaking and listening. Phonics can be supported through drama, debates, oral storytelling, helping children develop communication skills. Fostering a love of reading. So I do something called Think While We Drink. So we'll have a story time when they're having a snack or a water, just having, you know, fitting in all those really good opportunities. We have a crocodile, a class crocodile, that the children like to read to or write messages to. And that's your sort of class pet. Reading pals, this has been really successful in my classroom. Lots of little cuddly toys. So the reading pals, they don't get read too much at home. So it's really important that the children in the class read to them. And sometimes they need a little bedtime story and to have a little nap. So there's lots of little books. So a lot of the children will go over and read to the sloth or the teddy bear or SpongeBob, and they really love doing this. There's also rules. The reading pals, they don't like to really be played with. It is just focusing on those reading skills and just making sure that you've got exciting and interesting reading areas or dens, so children will want to go in. And regularly changing books, and I say that a lot to my staff, you know, that it's good to have your classic ones in there that they're comfortable with, but all the time changing that material to create the interest. You can see the little girl's also got a little reading pal on her lap there that she's reading to. We do a lot of, so this is the next part, effective use of enhanced provision. So keyword detectives. So putting magnifying glasses into all areas, not just the book area, and looking for keywords or a different phoneme or a sound or something you're working on. A phonics phone. This has been really lovely. We call it the Phonics Helpline, SOS. So they must sound out words down the phone, or they pretend if they're stuck on a phoneme or a digraph and they're sounding it out. So that's your role play as well. Phonics mirrors for blending, so they can watch themselves, blending and segmenting. Phonics glasses, the little girl in the picture's got the phonics glasses on, and they'll wear them around all areas of the classroom and outside. Phonics fairies, leaving little messages outside for the children. And really, any reading or mathematics or writing challenge cards, just make sure that they're clearly written with dots and dashes to highlight the digraphs, the trigraphs, and the split digraphs, and do that however your scheme says to do, to support their independent reading ability. So you are not sat there telling them what the challenges are. They've got to then have a go at, you know, using those techniques when reading. And you can see with the example, it's a bit wibbly wobbly, but I've underlined the or, showed the split digraphs. That's what I would do with all the challenge cards in the classroom. And here's just some other examples. You can see the keyword detectives there looking for words. It just gets them interested in going into there. The phonics mirror there, little girls using the phonics words cards and sounding out. Again, lots of, you know, you can see the reading area is a comfortable place to be, cushions, ask them what they like, books outside as well as inside, books, topic books all around the classroom. More examples of enhanced provision, the crocodile there, the class croc with lots of little messages, the mirror on the floor, boys looking at the cards, making a tea party, writing messages, invitations. That's how you take it that little bit further. Now, the planning side of it will be very individual to how you plan your phonics, but we use Little Wandle for our planning, and it's very detailed and clear for us to use. So through a scheme or however you plan, you need to ensure that children have continuous opportunities to apply their skills in all aspects of learning. So although you have your phonics plan as such, or your scheme, it's that next step. And really, that's where you observe and you see how they integrate phonics strategies into broader themes in their play. And can they, you know, do they see it as, right, this is phonics time, I only do phonics here, or are they applying all those skills in all areas of the curriculum? And, you know, this is embedding every learning experience. This marks an important progression in our school's journey, and this is where we're currently at. And the key question is, what is the impact? Are the children consistently applying their phonics skills beyond the daily session? Our goal is to ensure phonics is not isolated, but embedded throughout the curriculum, fostering confident and fluent learners who transfer their knowledge to all aspects of the education. And that's where the planning for the next steps that you can do incidental every day, thinking about that. You know, children must take responsibility for applying their phonics knowledge in reading, topic work and writing. You know, it's essential that they consistently use the skills of blending and segmenting to strengthen their understanding and accuracy in literacy. Encourage them to reflect on what tools and strategies they can support their learning, whether it's sounding out, using phonics mats, or reinforcing prior lessons. There has to be an expectation, this is non-negotiable in all aspects of their work. reinforcing that phonics is a foundational skill that should be embedded in everything they do. So if they're doing a bit of writing in their topic book about science, they are still, right, I don't know, I'm not sure how to spell that. Right, use your segmenting fingers, use them, sound it out, do this, do that, use those strategies. And it becomes very natural now. A lot of the times I sit back and I watch them doing that, and they're there counting, you know, their phonemes. Pupil voice. Use this a lot over the years, and I call it hot and cold spots. And that's like, you know, looking at your classroom, and we all need to be reflective like that. Where are they going to? What's the strength? Or what do we need to put in? So I've just put an example here of gathering data. So use your phonic assessments, obviously, to track individual progress. Can they blend? Can they segment? But, you know, and your guided reading observations, noting on their fluency, their comprehension. You've got your writing samples as well, you know, should be reflected in their work, and listen to peer discussions on children using phonics strategy. Sometimes we're quick to go in, but actually in Enhanced, so some of the time, me and my LSA will just, oh, look at them in there, look what they're doing in there. Or they found a word, they're doing it themselves. So find out where they tend to be using those skills, hot and cold spots. So, you know, a hot spot could be an area of strength. You see high engagement in phonics-based activities, strong decoding skills. Cold spots, you know, they're struggling a little bit with certain sounds. There's low engagement in some of the reading activities you've put in. They're not transferring it. Just so you're really being reflective on your practice and what the opportunities you're giving them. You know, so you might want to then provide additional phonics interventions or more multi-sensory approaches. You know, some of the children, you know, might find it easier to do some of these things outdoors, in outdoor learning, and cross-curricular themes. And if they are doing very well and you think, wow, you know, they're really doing well in a certain area, what you're going to do next? How are you going to challenge those confident readers? So that's giving them more complex text to look at, more in different types of books, encouraging peer mentoring, so strong readers supporting others, extending phonics learning into creative writing and comprehension tasks, but just giving those more able children those lovely opportunities. And I've just put a bit of a template together to look at that enhanced area phonics and reading monitoring template, where you can look at your areas, your book corner, your writing area, your outdoor learning, your role play, your construction. You know, what are they doing out there? You know, hotspot. Well, some children in the construction are using phonics to label creations. Cold spot, not all children engaging with reading and writing there. And, you know, that construction area is one of those ones you really got to think about. It tends to be your boys. How are you going to engage them into using different techniques or writing in that area creatively, really? Role play. So, and you just make notes on this. And I would also get anyone that's working in your classroom involved in this and say, look, what have you noticed? Have you noticed any hot and cold spots? It just makes you really reflective in your practice. And it is about that next step. You've established a really good phonics scheme. The progress is showing, you know, you're moving forwards, but what's the next step? And for us at Cwmffrwdoer, it was like the enhanced. Let's really take it to that next level and see the children using all of these skills independently. And that's it. Thank you so much for listening today. Here is my email address if you want to contact me with any questions or see it in action. Thank you.